We live? We are live. All right. Son of an old goat here, and today's farming news and implementations for the 8th of January, 2023. I'd like to take you over to tractorsupply.com where they're having their post New Year's sale. But first, we got to check those spot prices on hay, oat, barley, and rye. And for my extra for tonight, be sure to never swim in shark infested waters. I'm waiting for. Oh, you don't have your box. Boom, boom.
No, you have one. You need to hook it up.
Look, I got the lighting. The lighting's better. You can read that a whole lot better, right?
Now, all the people out there in YouTube land, one of the first things I said to Mr. Bulle was, "You got your lighting, buddy. You're on it. Looks good."
Now, question: can you tell the color differences?
Is your walls like kind of a beige color?
Between the dawn and on air?
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's
to me.
Yeah, it's still. Yeah, it's too far.
It looks
away
all red,
but it's still blend. The wording's too close. They should separate it, but whatever. If you can read the dawn on air, that's really all that matters to me.
Right.
It's supposed to be orange. It's supposed to be orange, and then the on air red.
Anyway, I mean, I can see there's two different tones, but I can't make out the colors. But look, you got the improvement. We can read it now.
Yeah, and that's using the crappy camera. So once I keep forgetting to order a new replacement cable for this. Once I get this, the high, the 4K, 1K, 4K, whatever. Once I get this back up and running.
Maybe what he needs to do, Gen X, is put the thing on the back of his chair so when he moves, it's face follows with him and stuff.
Yeah. He's having there he is.
Well, for those who don't know,
I had it shut down.
Gen X and I are about an hour apart from each other now. He's been down here in Florida. Met up with him Friday, the F.U.N show, and I'll tell you what, he's a lot taller than I thought he was, for starters. But most of all, hanging out with him and stuff like that.
And I've shrunk.
He felt the same way, but I felt like I've known that guy 30 years, man. It's just like right off the bat.
Right.
Yeah, this is going to be rough for Mr. X. He's using this hotel, whatever their Wi-Fi or something. So he's probably going to be cutting in and out a lot.
I think what he needs to do is bump out, hotspot his phone. Probably going to get a better connection.
Probably, yeah. But I think he said he hardlined into the hotel, but
no, he had to take it off. He said because it was. I mean, everything was just. Ugh.
Yeah.
But some hotels they give you the minimum bandwidth and stuff like that. The place we were staying, man, you guys saw we were live, and man, we didn't miss a beat.
Well, real quick, let's say hello to who has stopped by. Flag City
Hey,
Parks.
I saw him too.
Yeah, you saw him. So good evening. Thanks for checking in, and hopefully, my man, the sexiest silver stacker in the YouTube community, Mr. Polly Buck. What's up? Are you doing another coin challenge this year? So I don't know. I got to catch up on his videos and everything. I got to catch up with everybody's videos. So Mr. PB, hope you had a good holiday. He was really busy because he works, utilities, and the storm, the snow you guys got up in north. He was a very busy man. And Mr. Resnick, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you, sir. Hope your holidays went well. Red alert, Captain to the bridge. Yeah, yeah. That's this guy down here. That's kind of his lane. Well, it used to be anyway. And Miss Ketowine, good evening. Yeah, I think did you email me or was that? Either you or Brown Sugar emailed me, so they liked Marty. Everybody's been asking for something with Marty, so I sent her a card. Yep, there he is, and Mr. MJ Boudreaux. Good evening.
I gave these out. Yep, I gave these out at the show. Listen to me. Oh my God, it was like I couldn't hand them out fast enough, man.
Oh, so they're all gone, I assume.
You know what's funny? I don't remember right now because the last today was very, very, very busy.
Yeah.
Packing stuff and all that stuff. I may have some left because well, we were just busy. And trust me, they will be properly given to those who were there. If I missed anybody, we'll get through it. But oh my God. Hey, it looks like you two do what me and Can do on these things.
Hope you got Silver Frogman. Good evening. Got you. Silver Gator. I'm getting people's names mixed up. But anyway, good evening to you. Hope you guys found what you were looking for at the show. This guy, this is my personal shopper, and jeez,
it's okay. Keep her going.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this. Yeah, I found something for your birthday in there.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, here we go.
I know.
Well, Mr. X, he found a 1986 1/10 ounce gold coin for me because him and I had this little contest about who can get all 4 Eagles from 1986, and of course he already beat me to it. Yeah, well, I started it. I got a 1/4, and then he did some horse trading with Coin Crew, and he was able to get all 4 of them over time. I was just like, eh. So my shopping list to him was 1/10, half, and a whole ounce in 86. But yeah, the 1 ounce is probably going to take a while. Yeah, I'll have to save up for that. Half, but he got me to 1/10, which is actually hard to find. So I am grateful to Mr. X for that. And caught up with everybody who's here thus far.
When Mr. X and I were walking around together, because when I met up, when we met up together, met him, Angel and Keith at the same time, the 3 of them.
Yeah,
awesome people. But like I said, when I met Gen X, it was like, I swear to God, it felt like I've known that guy 30 years, man. Just wow, amazing to be around, fun to be around. And when speaking of your 10th ouncers, he was walking with me because he had already done his prospecting. I'm not going to tell you, I'm going to let him tell you that, but he and I were walking around together and we saw this. It was, one of those kind of like the proof sets, the little thing, how they make them, but it was for all 10th ounce gold pieces. I swear to God, they must have been from 86 to 2006. Let's just random number there.
Mm-hmm.
He and I both, and they were all 10th ouncers. It was just one of those, oh my God, that is just cool. I want that right now. But that show is so awesome. You want to go in there and just buy everything, man, that's why I can't. I'm already looking forward to the 2024 Belay, getting you there, because I want to see the look on your face when I don't even want to describe it, because there's a certain point where you're going to be here and you're just going to go, oh my God. That's what it's like.
Gen X found a vendor, dealer that specializes in and I'm gonna go meet her next year for sure, because I'm probably gonna spend a lot of money at her table, and you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. I do. Okay, but being that, if you don't mind me, being that we're gonna,
he's trained coin collecting. Good evening. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, but being that he's not up here right now, he's having connection issues. So he was telling me about there's a NASA area, okay, and he showed me this foil he got his black light on it and all that stuff, and it was like, yeah, okay, so and so's daughter's gonna be there, yeah, okay. We're walking around doing our thing. I think he was with me when I bought some stuff. And then we make it around to the front, and all of a sudden I see the NASA area. Somebody over there looking like they're wearing an astronaut's jumpsuit. That's cool. Then the guy's explaining the National Aeronautics. Oh,
National Aeronautics and Space Administration.
No. It was oh my god, I can't do this. There's Velvet.
Oh, the name before they called themselves NASA.
It's Velvet. It's
Uh-oh.
Velvet. It's Velvet. It's Velvet. Oh my god. Okay, you ain't lying. Yeah. Oh, that is just horrible. Okay,
Just close your eyes.
The Astronaut Memorial Foundation is what it's for. I'm
Oh.
going to show. I'm not trying to hold up your show, but maybe I'm giving a little sneak peek of what they expect on the Tribe channel.
No, you're good.
But it's just something that he told me earlier who this person was and what was going on. And he showed me his and all. And then when I got there, the more we started talking and I'm looking at who this person is, I was like, I kind of did a, Joey from the Friends, right? You remember that? When he finally got something, it was almost like I was like, okay, so I'm the Joey of the tribe. Okay, that's okay too. But apparently he's like, okay, now I see what his wife's talking about. So, but it was just wow. I mean, there's so many wow factors there, and that was just one of them. And I'll like I said, I'll put the tribe link up later. But oh my God, But the one thing I will, because Gen X was a part of this, I made a big deal with him last year. God, earlier in the year, Gen X, or was it the year before? He pretty much was liquidating his proof sets, and my goal is I want one proof set every year I've been alive. We did it. We made a solid trade. It was great. But there was a few missing that he didn't have, and I was missing 4 up until yesterday. So I got the final 4 proof sets. Now I have every proof set from the year I've been. I have every proof set from the year I've been alive. Those were the last 4 I was missing.
Oh, no kidding.
This is Disney for adults. You are right, Wather. But now I got all proof sets since I've been alive. I can't tell you, but
And those are sealed, right? They're not open.
no, they're open. That don't bother me because they're still in there. They're holders and they got the COAs in it and everything. That's all I need. I just now if they were silver, well, I'm going to be picky on those. But there's Nick. Oh, you got to bring her up. If we can't have Gen X, we got to have Nick up here.
Okay, give me a.
If she wants to come up. I'm sorry, this ain't my show. Who am I talking to?
More the merrier. I'm just trying to figure out where do I go to get the link without exiting out of here.
Go to the bottom where it says invite.
Thank you. And then email. And then hopefully it'll bring up and I can just put in. Yep. There we go. Her and I don't think her and I have actually been on a live stream together.
Oh, she's in a car, she said.
Oh, okay.
But we'll try and get her up Thursday because she was one of the ones we missed seeing. Broke her heart, I know it did. Bad weather. And I could almost hear her. I could hear her disappointment in her text almost,
Hey, good evening, Aunt Laura.
Thing.
Thanks for being here. I was saying to Aunt Laura, thanks for joining us.
Yep. Good to see Aunt Laura. But you can almost feel Nick's disappointment in her text messages and stuff like that. But the thing about it is, like we tell everybody, you didn't come here. There was a reason why you didn't come here. Okay. So the thing about it is we can do this again next year. Cause everybody that was there. Oh, do I look tired? Nick, I am exhausted. I told Mrs. Gunny I'm going on a stream because John Belay asked me, and I have a hard time saying no to coming up and talking to the community. But
we did put a time limit on it.
We did 1 hour because I even told my wife's like, "How long are you going to be?" 1 hour. Okay.
1 hour.
Nick will be there next year. We're going to make sure of it. So it happened for a reason. Believe me, Nick, it did.
Oh, and I will be sure to. Well, it's a silver lining that came out of this for me anyway. Is I really got to know all my teammates on the customer side, and two things I took away from it. One, they're great people.
Mhm.
You know, there's none of that government versus, you know, contractor animosity or anything. No, they treated me like I'm one of them.
Yeah.
And that was really great. So I feel really comfortable around them, and they all said, anytime I need help or questions, just ask them. I mean, each person kind of had an area where they specialized. So if I ever needed help, just send them an email, say, with my question, and they'll be more than happy to help. So, because my previous job, again, defense industry and stuff, but the it was like that kind of situation, us versus them. And that's, had that kind of that bad juju going into it. But I've met them, and we're going to have monthly luncheons. We get together, we have our team meeting. So I'm part of the team. I just happen not to be a civil servant. That's really the only, distinction.
Oh, that's right. You're a contractor.
I'm a contractor. Yeah.
That's
They're
right.
all civil service.
So here's my question with that.
Real quick, what are the possibilities? Good evening. Thanks for joining us, by the way. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Gunny.
One question I wanted to ask, and I'll ask it live. I'm not putting you on the spot, but with what happened and why you couldn't come to the show, you told me. That's the rest of it's up to you. But was this a bit of a promotion for you, or no?
No.
Picking up the slack?
But it was. Well, no, it's. Well, actually, a couple of things. One, I got to go play with that new whirly bird.
Was it nice?
That was nice.
Oh,
yeah. I told you the story about the Lakota and the Blackhawk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And my boss, or my main customer, her. Yes, she was. Okay, for those out in the chat who don't know, I want to share the story again. Anyway, real quick. Mr. John Shanks is joining us. Good evening, and Yoda fan. That's how I'm going to say it. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Let me see. First, I need a quick visual clue. So
put yourself up on the pedestal.
There we go. So the reason that I wasn't at the show is this thing.
Buddy.
This is the UH-72 Lakota. It's the new light duty general purpose whirlybird for the Army. And we were doing some testing, or they had testing planned, and I had to participate. And it was actually cool to be able to, of all the helicopters that the Army has, this is the one I haven't seen personally. So anyway, so we're going in the hangar. Lakota's here on the left, and then we have an older model Blackhawk on the right. So the technicians and the personnel there at the test facility, they open the doors, and it's like, hey, you can take a look, but don't touch anything, right? And as soon as I approached the pilot, the pilot's on the left, and then the co-pilot's on the right. So I was on the co-pilot side, and
what's this button do?
No, I didn't do that.
Oh, okay.
The technician opened the door, and then I was just starting to peek my head in, and then my customer boss, that's how I'm going to refer to her, she told me, take a big whiff. I was like, what? So I thought to myself, huh? So I stuck my head in there pretty far, and then I exaggeratedly went, and then I was my eyes just went whoosh, and I looked at her, and she said to me, that's the new helicopter smell.
Ah.
And believe it or not, it's pretty daggone close to a new car smell. I kid you not. I mean, there is some slight differences, but it smelled more like new electronics. If you ever bought like a new piece of if you ever bought a new computer or something like a new TV, big TV, it has that. I think we all know what that new electronic smell is, and that's pretty much what it smelled like. And so we were done with the Lakota. Then they took me over to the Blackhawk, and as soon as the guy opened the door, hydraulic fluid. That's all you could smell.
Yes, because you know what's problem? You know what thing? If there's no hydraulic fluid leaking, guess what? Get out.
Exactly. It's funny. Well, you said that because one of the technicians said exactly what you just said.
That's right. I don't know if they're built that way or what it is, but man, you know, when I that's why I don't like flying, because I wrecked in a CH-53 Delta in, I don't know, 94, 95, somewhere around there. And
it's funny you said that. I actually did some. Never mind.
oh, I believe you. But when that thing come pulling up, the Deltas were kind of being phased out at the time because the Echo version was, you know, that was the workhorse. But this thing come rolling up. I mean, I remember we looked at it, we're like, oh my God. One of the guys said, we're gonna wreck. And we did. So that's kind of why I don't like flying. It's not like I'm okay. Just making an example. Y'all seen the movie Rain Man when Raymond and Tom Cruise, you know, Dustin Hoffman, when they were walking down the and he said, no. I don't get like that. We did the Texas flight, y'all know, went there and back. It's 2.5 hours, but it's one of those, I just don't want to do this, you know, but I do it. Not petrified of it. I just don't like it, you know. But
what's harder for you to deal with? Coins in fuzzy stuff packaging, or the discomfort of flying? I'm not going to say fear. Which one's worse? Fuzzy or discomfort of flying?
I don't get goosebumps popping off the back of my head when I touch velvet.
Yeah,
like you all saw earlier. I'm like, oh my God, there's velvet. I mean, and I want do that, but yeah, there you go, Nick. You're not in control. I mean, granted, you're safer when you fly. You know, the numbers are up. You know, you better chance of dying in a car than you do in a plane. I mean, but it's I'm not that. It's just weird. It's just weird.
Thank you, Nick.
I don't know.
Thank you, Nick.
It's kind of hard to explain. Kind of like, you ever had a baby before, Don?
Me?
Yeah.
No, it looks like I am carrying.
Well, okay. Well, me too. Everybody noticed. But it's one of those,
that's one of my New Year's resolutions.
Haven't been through it. It's really hard to explain it. I can't, you know.
No, yeah, I know. I get it.
It's just one of those things that, well, I know you have. I know Nick has. But it's weird. I mean, but I'm a fan of aviation. I love it. I think it's great. Hello, I like the space program. There ain't nothing faster than an Artemis rocket now. But would I? Okay, if somebody offered me a chance to go on that Artemis, would I? In a New York minute, dude, in a minute. Because I mean, you think about how many people are in this world. How many people flew on the Apollo? I mean, how many people have been to outer space is what you think. Granted, they're making it more civilianized, so you know, rich people can go. But
Captain Kirk finally made it to space.
Yeah, and I actually, and part of the coin show, I finally, one of those things you can check off your list, I met an astronaut. But we'll go into that on Thursday, guys.
That's a little teaser for Thursday, folks.
Yeah, and I know my brother Don doesn't mind, because well, we're all in the same family of the coins and what we do and stuff like that. But there's going to be some teasers today, you know. God, there's going to be so many stories on Thursday. I'm already marking my calendar for at least 2 hours.
Okay.
Thank you, Don.
Yeah, I will. I'll make sure I make myself available.
Yep, please. I think if you all, Nick, you guys know all these channels and stuff, like, get the word out, because we barely scratched the surface on that stream. Was it last night? Because I was the one. You know what's funny? There's one thing I will tell you this. Can and Mr. V Rose had to they had to go take a break, because I let them two just run the show. I was having fun meandering and talking to all the tribe members that were there, and then they put me on the camera, and all of a sudden, it hit me like a ton of bricks. All of a sudden, I went from head to, I'm tired. I started yawning. I mean, I had tears rolling down my face. Thank you, Nick. And I'd say, all right, guys, we're going to cut it loose. I swear to God, V-Rose and Can come busting through my door like they were two running backs going through the line of scrimmage. I mean, oh, no, we're not. What do you mean? Then he goes, can I borrow your laptop? I was like, because I was so tired. I remember going, oh, boy. Yeah. All I was focused on was bed. And remember, we did our goodbyes with Can and V Rose and stuff like that. And I was thinking, these guys are going to be up till 6 a.m.
Yeah, they were.
And they got no, they weren't. They're up to like 2. They're up to like 2.
No, I think after I was in a chat for a while.
You're right, Nick. You're right.
Was it last night? Yeah. I was in there for a little bit, but then I was like, I gotta go to bed.
But my main thing was, I'm all, that military thing pops in your head, just timing. You gotta, the first 2 days, whatever. We were up till, yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow. But
Yep.
Last night, I saw that clock and I was like, I really don't want to be rude, but everybody has to check out tomorrow and check out timing. I thought it was 11. Well, everything is 10 now. And Nick's right. I sat down kind of like I am now. I'm not as tired as yesterday, but if I lay down,
You'll be
it's over. But man, it was just one of those. I don't want this to end. I really don't. We could have kept going and did this, wow. But it was like, I gotta go. We're gonna get ready to call it. And them two come busting through the door. They took the laptop and they carried on. It was great. And so that's year 2. We've done that. That's the second annual. Year 3, you watch. It's gonna be 3 times what the people were. It's just we're already talking about what was that in Jaws? We're gonna need a bigger boat. We will. We're gonna need a bigger boat next year.
Well,
Okay.
Logistical question. What about what about renting a table?
If we did it, I believe our buddy Flag City, we're gonna have to get one in the budget area because there's prospecting areas. You're on the front row. That's some big dollars. We can go they have a big sign that says budget area.
Yeah.
I think it's like anywhere between $200 to $500 a day. I know, Nick, we'll save that for tomorrow.
No, Thursday, right?
Oh, thank God tomorrow's not Thursday. I would have missed 3 days of work. Okay. But
$1,600
get those tables in the budget area. The word I heard Gen X said $1,600. Is that for a day, Gen X?
No,
or was that
for a day?
You want to bet? There's some things where I heard the rumor that these front row guys, they were paying $20K a day. That's I mean, but I don't know. I've never looked into it. Anybody can do it. You don't have to be a licensed coin dealer, and you just get up, get a table.
Well, I was just thinking only, for logistics, everybody, hey, meet at the Coin Tribe table. It could be on the far end in the in the budget side or something. And if people want to put a little display,
donated, we put some price tags on it. We put a sign up that says everything's going towards whatever our charity is. Let's get out there and sell it.
Yeah, that too. I mean, yeah,
that's another seed planting because now how you see this is growing, it's like, oof, good idea.
Well, it's just a thought. Like I said, it could be a rally point, and if people have stuff, they can drop it off there, and that way there's somebody there. Keep an eye on it if they want to, whatever, and a place where we can all, we all know we can meet there. Text them hey, I'll meet you at the table. I'm just thinking out loud.
This what I liked about this tribe when we got together. I mean, this is not nothing. There's no secret and stuff like that. But the coolest thing was when everybody was just showing off. What do you call it? The pirate, their booty. Their haul was, and it sat right there. And guess what? Everybody left with their stuff. You didn't have to worry about somebody. No way. This community. And the people you're around and stuff like that, it's just such an amazing feeling. We all meet on YouTube and stuff like that. I mean, that's just what's going on there. Who's your stackers in the house?
It's your Indiana. Who's your stacker?
You know what, Nick? See, you, my wife, and Speedy's wife. Y'all 3 of you guys are on it. I'm telling you, because there's ideas. We got a year to plan. So, but what a good damn time. And I can't wait for the third annual. I'm thinking I'm already ready to make shirts and all that. It's one of those, you show up, boom, let's go. We're like I told you, we're on to something big here, folks. I'm telling you, we really are.
Yeah, well, now that I know my boss and the team, now I know how to approach them and say,
yeah, you tell her, hey, I've been here so long, I'm out of here. I'm going to buy some coins.
Yeah, I'm going to Florida this time. Sorry, if unless World War, whatever happens, I'll be in Florida.
Right. Like I told you, I'll keep looking on that webpage as soon as they post. I think the dates are posted. I'll let you know. We'll talk this week. Put in for them because I think next year, considering what I went through to get to that coin show and stuff like that, just, work stuff. Mm-hmm. It's like, I want to be there when they do the ribbon cutting ceremony. I really do.
Yeah.
Tulsa. Oh, we're talking Hoosier. There's all kinds of ideas being tossed around. I think Nick is kind of leading us towards another. But like again, watch the Coin Tribe on Thursday, please, and we're gonna hey, come on, man, we're gonna make something happen.
Well, I think who's talking about the one in
The Grove.
Tulsa, like Silver Seeker and some of the real big channels, they usually show up to that one. I think isn't Ravenhawk like from that area of the country? I think. So but me, I wish I was in sunny Florida this past week.
But look, like I told Nick, and I'll tell you, you weren't here. There was a reason why, that's why it happens, man. Because who's to say if you'd have been on the road at some point in time when you wanted to be here and some big rig didn't cut you off and you wound up in a wall? Well, we didn't want that. Flying Dutchman.
Flying Dutchman. Good evening.
But it's just one of those. It happened for a reason. I mean, one of the coolest things I got meeting Keith and I wouldn't say cool. Well, it's cool for me. Keith and Angel, they came from Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to Keith. He goes, "How far do you live from here?" Hour and a half. He was like, it's like, yes, I was the only one. Not true. We'll talk more on Thursday, but I was one of the ones from Florida. And part of me, not gonna lie, when everybody's talking about let's go here, well, I don't want to. I don't want to fly. How stingy of me would that be? Everybody comes to my home state. Well, let's just go. So I'm not opposed to meeting more of you guys in another state. That's gonna work. We're gonna do it. Big things. We're gonna start talking big things on the Coin Tribe channel this Thursday. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Ravenland right there, Hoosier. All right.
Yeah, maybe we could find something kind of like in the middle of the somewhere kind of in the middle, so to speak.
There's that. Yeah.
To help with logistics for everybody.
I haven't been to Vegas, dude. Jeez, when I leave Vegas?
I have not been to Vegas at all.
99. So I'm 23 years, 24 years.
Oof.
They got something. And look, I am definitely down to go into Maine because I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think there's any better lobster rolls ever.
Lobster. Yeah, I've been to Kittery, Maine, and had a nice lobster roll. That's really, and I don't like mayonnaise, but I tell you what, I gobble that damn thing down.
I don't like. Hey, I get that because those dirty dogs that get in New York, the sabrettes. Yeah. They put the red onion sauce, they put the spicy mustard, the hot dog, then they put the damn sauerkraut. I don't like sauerkraut. But let me tell you what, I had that one that way, buddy. Good. See, I get it. Right. See, and my thing is now, Nick, don't take this personal, but check this out. You got Maine lobsters. Lobster is good. You have Florida lobsters. Florida lobsters don't have the big claws. But let me tell you what. I personally think Florida lobsters are sweeter, but I do love Maine lobsters as well. Lobster as well. But nothing in the world beats Alaskan king crab legs. Nothing. God, now I want seafood. I'm getting seafood for tomorrow.
Man, I haven't had real legit seafood since I moved to Alabama. Yeah, in this state, unless you live like in the Gulf Shores or something.
Oh, okay.
You can't get any really good seafood.
I'll be honest with you, when the prices were good, I used to get the Alaskan king crab legs from Sam's Club, but the problem is the prices went so high and they put like one full leg and a couple pieces. I'm like, what the heck is that?
When I was in Newington, New Hampshire, literally like 10 minutes from the border to Maine, it was soft shell lobster season or whatever. You could buy like 2 reasonable sized lobsters, for like, this is years ago. It was like $12-13, and they would steam it right there in the supermarket for you. They got a steamer in there and ask you if you want any like seasoning or something. But man, that was just good eats. A bunch of us, we just go in there, we buy a couple of those and we go out to the park somewhere and we just bust those things open and enjoy them. So yeah, it's been a long time since I had lobster, especially fresh like that. But anyway, well, when Gunny gets back, I got another logistical question about the coin show. What's that? Let me highlight this so I can see it easier to read. John, you can come up this way. Again, you have to let me know. I will show you the best places to go. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, I when I was in Newington, New Hampshire, that was it was during the summer months, so it was really, really pleasant. And I did make it over to Maine. Stopped at literally, Nick. I'm sure you probably know Kittery, and then right across the border, across that bridge, is Newington. And yeah, we would drive down there to that little lobster shop right there on that little inlet, and they had their own private lobster boats. They go out there and whatever they caught, they served in a restaurant, and they did the mail order stuff too. So you can, buy live lobsters and they'll ship it, anywhere in the U.S. I was surprised with that. I actually went in there, and while I was still up there, and then I bought like 3 lobsters and then mailed it to my mom, and she was all, when when they finally arrived, my mom was all tripping out because she loves lobster, and my dad was kind of like, he's not big, not big in lobster, but he enjoyed it. And he told me he was like really surprised that they could take like live lobsters from Maine and like literally like ship it like overnight or whatever. And they arrive at your home, still alive, fresh and all that stuff. He was pretty amazed about, how all that worked. Yeah, but I would love to visit that part of New England again for sure.
Now, my thing about
Polly
Nick,
Buck, good evening. Welcome back, brother.
Now, my thing about Nick, she doesn't eat lobster, but seafood? I'm just curious.
Huh?
She said she doesn't eat lobster or lobster.
Lobster?
But I'm wondering, does she eat seafood?
I don't know. You want seafood?
Bob Marley, he's happy to see us. Our kitties missed us.
But, Gunny, the logistic question. The hotel that Gen X was staying at and the one I was going to be staying at, is that one is on the far end of the convention center? Is that right?
Oh, fried clams. I love them too, Nick. Oh my God. I don't know because I didn't see Gen X's room.
Okay.
Now he said it was a 20-minute walk.
It was.
We were about a 20-minute drive.
Yeah. Well, with Gen X is, back and stuff.
Absolutely.
So
he said it took him 20 minutes to walk. Me, the way I walk, it probably take me 2. I walk fast.
Yeah. Well, I guess my question is, the other hotel that's next to the convention center, is that on the closer to the convention area where the show is?
My friend, I don't want to lie to you. I really don't know. Because we were more looking for, we wanted the kitchenette because we knew we were gonna have people there. We needed fridges. So I really don't know. I really didn't get to talk, and all I asked him was the most thing is because he's a fellow bad backer like I am. I was like, well, how's your bed? Yeah, it's not home. Like me, day one, I was doing good until the second round. We go upstairs, take a break, get a drink. And we were downstairs, and came a point where I literally looked at my wife and said, we got to go, because it was to the point where like, I need to go.
Hey, brown sugar. Wait a minute. I got to do her bit.
Sure.
Good evening, 0069. Would you like your gin martini stirred and not shaken? I got to work on that a little bit more, but yeah, she is.
I thought it was a vodka martini.
No. 0069 prefers a gin martini. So there's a difference. And you are welcome, Polly Buck. Mr. Polly Buck, I sent him a little, I sent him, of course, a picture of the chief of security. So, and some other things for him, show my gratitude towards him. Yeah, you guys, that's it. I'm not doing coins or technical stuff anymore. I'm changing the channel from Department of Newsmatics to chief of security.
You know what's funny? And I think we need to have a chair for Marty, have him sitting right there with you. That would be so awesome.
Well, that's what I was going to do. Once I get the high def camera back, I'm going to take this one and then bring his. I bought him for Christmas. I bought him like one of those really nice, doggy beds, and it's got kind of like the raised cushion around the three sides of it, so he can rest his head like a pillow. I was going to bring it in here, so if he wanted to lay down, yeah, exactly. I'll have a Marty cam. So so I can bring him up on screen and stuff. But unfortunately, he's not. He wasn't feeling well this week, so he's on the mend. I mean, he's fine. I think what happened was he caught something outside and decided, I want a snack.
Oh, poor little bugger.
Yeah. So
hello, brown sugar.
Yeah, so he went to the vet, but he's fine. No, he's
Good,
on the mend. He's back to his chirpy self.
Well, that's a good thing too, because last month or November, since we're 2 months ago almost, we went to Corpus Christi, Texas, and the kids told us they opened up the window in the kitchen, which we don't do generally. Apparently, they were burning our house down. I guess the cat went up to that window, and they're smart. They must have popped that screen out and got away. And my buddy Tyson, he's hiding. But didn't see him for 4 days, and woof, those are my kids. I might not be a cat person and stuff like that, but I'm not mean to animals. But I fell in love with all these cats, because they're my kids. And about the 4th day, remember, I came home from the store. My wife goes, "You need to go upstairs." I started walking upstairs. "Take care, Nick." I started walking upstairs, and I got a little teary, and I go, "Is Tyson up here?" She said, "Yes." And I remember I saw him. He kind of looked at me like, "Hey," and I pick, "Oh, my bubby's here," So, man, they're your family, Like you're with Marty. I mean, Marty, what a hoot that dude is. You said what? He likes Grandpa more than he likes Dad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's over at Grandma and Grandpa's. So, yeah.
But
yeah,
that's good because I know he's well behaved with you, and I'm quite sure he's well behaved with your parents. So that's just awesome, man.
Oh yeah, my dad or Marty and his grandpa they're hooked. Yeah, they're linked at the hip. I mean, those two, you can't separate them. Anywhere my dad goes, Marty's right there with him.
Sure. Well, that's like
and my dad takes him. My dad takes him on his errands.
Yeah.
If he's got to go to the bank or pick up a prescription, whatever, guess who's in the back seat?
Yeah. Not Marty. It's Marty.
It's Marty.
I love it. It's one of those things that's like, you come down to Florida, it's like, you got to bring Marty with you. I know you can't. It's a logistical nightmare. But hell, if you come to stay at my house, you bring Marty. We got 10 acres. Your dog might lose his mind. So.
Oh, yeah.
But
he won't like your cats.
Oh, he don't like cats?
No, he will.
Okay.
Well, I don't actually tell you the truth. I don't know. He hasn't been around cats before.
Well, here's the thing. If he hasn't been around cats, the cats like our 3 dogs, but when our my son comes over, brings his dog.
Yeah.
Their dog's a lot more hyper than ours. And the cats just freak. But all he's trying to do is get close to them, because at their house, they do have 2 cats, and those cats are just like, whatever. But our cats, it's just, our dogs are not hyper. Our dogs are pretty low key until we've been gone like we were for 3 days. We came home. Generally, the dogs don't come to me and go, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." They do to mommy. But apparently when we came home, the dogs didn't come downstairs, and Colleen's like, "Where are the dogs?" I heard her voice going, "Oh boy." And she went upstairs, went into our bedroom, and all 3 of them were on our bed, kind of. So she was like,
partied out.
Like, "Hello." And the dogs were like, "Mom's home." And then they came downstairs, and they were looking at me. And normally they just kind of look at me like, "What's up?" But they were all like, "Oh my God." I think 3 days away from me, they can't handle it. But 2 days, they're like, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but it was funny when you get home, back to your world, and it's good. It's good. I even told Colleen, we're getting in the car. I'm like, "I want to go home." She goes, "Why?" "I miss my cats." She goes, "Really?" "Well, okay, you're not gonna lie to you. I miss my office." "What office?" When you come, I know the office.
No,
Gotta go.
this is not the office. This is the YouTube studio, which
Correct.
happens to double
No, the
as.
office is over there. You know, when you go sequester yourself for a while, for about an hour, you're just like, I'm in here. What are you doing? I'm good. So it's just one of those, you know, you miss your environment when you're gone. I do. I like taking trips, but there's a thing about, you know, it's like, I want to go home.
Well, I was looking forward to this. Was going to be like my vacation since I haven't had one in a long time.
Well, here's the thing.
So
if you got a use it or lose it thing, you are more than welcome to come down here, buddy. I got 10 acres. You can put a tent anywhere. No, but seriously, you're more than welcome to come here. You know that. We've talked about that.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Gunny.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But you know,
now here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you still haven't told me what kind of car you got. I have not pestered Gen X because I'm not going to make the poor guy force. I could get it out of him if I tried. I really could, but I'm not going to do that. But here's the thing.
He doesn't know what my fun mobile is. I don't think I told him.
It from him too. So is the deal that if you come to my house before the fun show, am I allowed to tell people or not? Because I won't.
Say again.
If you come to the fun show in your fun car, or if you come to my house in the summertime, are you going to come in your truck or your fun car?
No. I'll be in the fun car.
So
Definitely.
Now, if you come here before the fun show in 24, am I allowed to tell people? Probably not. Which I won't. I won't. I already messed. Hey, look, I already messed up your idea for your channel. I'm not going to. No. So, just saying.
Well, I can show you this, and it'll pretty much give away what it is.
Well, I have an idea, but I don't want to say nothing.
Yeah, that's what's under the hood.
You have to send that to me.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah, that was a specific make and model that I wanted, and they were very. When I bought that, they were already done with that series. So yeah, so I had to buy it certified pre-owned, which is fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Is that your weekender or is that your whenever I feel like driving it?
Yes to both.
Okay, I believe that. I got you.
And actually, I've been starting to drive it to work and to the base.
Okay.
You know, because when we had the bug thing, I didn't really drive it that much because I couldn't really go anywhere and do anything. So I didn't drive as much as I should have. Thankfully, it works. The fluids run. I do need to give it an oil change.
Yeah, my truck is due, man. I got to do that this week.
Yeah, my truck is too. Oh my god, I can't believe I let it go this.
What year is your truck?
05 Tacoma.
Okay. Oh, like them, love them.
278,000 miles on it.
Still running tough. Still running strong.
Yeah.
Good.
The only thing I need to, I'm at the point where it's just now bugging me bad. I just have the regular generic steel rims, the base model rims on it. I didn't spend to get the polished aluminum. But the powder coat paint has chipped off on a lot of them.
Okay.
So I want to I haven't decided. Do I want to get them, re-powder coated, or is it just an extra $100 and I can go get a like a polished rim or a satin finished aluminum rim or something like that. And if the difference is only like maybe $100, $200, I'll just get new rims.
Amen.
Yep.
My thing, I got a 2014 Silverado. 2-3 years ago, I had to replace the front rotors. I'm noticing now, and I drove it today when I came home. I had to go to the store really quick. Hit the brakes. Now the back ones are chattering, so it's like I can change them. I mean, I can. Rotors are not hard to change. You got to take off the caliper, take off the middle bolt, blah blah blah. It's just, man, those things are not cheap. Like they used to be. You could take the rotors off. You take them down to the local auto parts store, and they would turn them. They would smooth them out, but they don't do it because they don't build them like they used to because they can't.
Well, and it's a liability thing too.
Sure.
They don't want to machine those and then turn them over to you, and then something happens.
So I'm thinking the next thing on our list for the house. I don't think we're doing anything next weekend. We're just gonna, because we've been on the go. We had the cutting trees down. Then we had to bring the wood chipper, and then we did the trip. It's like, I think next weekend we're gonna do a lot. We got a lot of, we're still a couple years removed from my parents being gone, and we're still getting rid of stuff. And I think now that we've strategically placed things we thought we were gonna need, and they've been there for a while, it's like we're gonna go to get the trailer. We're gonna back it up to the back of the house. We're just gonna start pitching stuff because it's just sitting there. There's nothing of value. It's just sitting there. Oh, we're gonna use this. Oh, we're gonna use, and we ain't touched it. So it's just we gotta, I mean, some things it's still hard to let go because this was your parents' house and this was their stuff. Well, it's not the case anymore. I kind of just part of me. I don't want to, but you gotta let some stuff go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, reality, sits in. It's you can't have a whole lot of clutter. And, I mean, you'll find the things that are, that do have that, brings back the memories and stuff. Of course, you want to hold on to those, but,
Sure.
If it's stuff you can donate to, Goodwill or something, or, Salvation Army, so it can do good somewhere. Sure. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, when my parents first went, we've done a lot of clothes, a lot of books. We did because my mom had books for centuries here. She loved reading Danielle Steele. That was her favorite author. She loved reading Danielle Steele, and we donated them, and we still have a bunch of. It's like, I mean, wow, we got a bunch of them. So Danielle Steele's for our generation, not an author a lot of people read. I mean, I jokingly called them my mom's smut books. They were just the lovey-dovey stuff. That's what she liked. And now you got Colleen. She raised the bar on it. I'm like, I've seen some of the stuff she really like. Yeah, all right. So
bow wow,
right.
Wow.
So it's neat. I mean, she reads books. I read because of my job. I read articles. I read news reports. So it's so. We got different reading and stuff like that. I mean, but now I'm not gonna lie to you. In my spare time, when I'm trying to get away from work, I read some of the most useless information. But some people start talking like, "Yeah, I know about blah, 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 blah." Start so interesting individual. Thank you.
Well, that's the hard part because if you're doing a YouTube channel thing, you need a computer. You need a camera, you need the microphone, you need all this stuff. And if like you and I, the work we do, we need a computer. So it's like you literally have to do a technology detox. I think can't use that term.
Like
I'm like, yeah, that's exactly it.
How long is it sometimes before you even leave the house, because of what you're doing? It's like,
well,
I got to get out of here. What are you going to do? I don't care. I got to get out of the house.
Well, that was kind of the silver lining this past week. I was able to go to the test range on the base, and, get out of the house and actually be around the equipment that I support, and the pilots and the test technicians, and work with, my team that I'm a part of, so I got to step away. You can see the little corner there. That's, that's the work monitor. So I got to step away from this side of the studio.
Can I tell you one thing I think you need to do?
What's that?
This is the studio computer. On that side of the room is the work computer. It's like, you got to get away from this is play. That's work. And that was my wife's idea. And I'm glad she did it because I'll get up in the morning, do my news for about 30 minutes here, and then go to work. And she'll come home and I'm just tearing it up over there. It's one of those. I get that because I want this chair to be fun. I want that chair's work. This chair's fun. So it's an idea. She brought that to my attention. I'm like, good one.
Well, it's an idea, but I already had this idea kind of set. This is an L-shaped table, or
Yeah, I have that. So, I have that here, but there I got bare minimum. So I don't want to be there. So I'm telling you, it's bare minimum.
Well, yeah, but I'm set up with this. I'm happy with it.
I think I know
this way is YouTube, and then this way, is work.
I think I know you, but you are definitely like me. You are a creature of habit. Yeah. Think.
Oh, just slightly, man. Oh, by the way, Gunny,
yes.
that proof coin that the wife wants, it is on order.
Would you do me a favor, and between the last coin and this one, please send me an invoice, or just email me what I owe you, and I'll get it to you.
Okay. Yeah, no rush.
I think
here's the thing. I'm still waiting. I'm still, the three of us, we're still waiting on that first damn one.
Have they charged you yet?
Yeah, I already paid
Well,
for it.
then, in my
You know?
opinion, I think you need to send me a bill. It ain't fair for you to pay it.
Whatever, you know.
Yeah,
Might as well just.
I'm not good for it.
Well, I have your address, and if I didn't, I
Mm.
know I could track you down. So.
No, I'm thank God you don't have my wife's phone number. I'll tell
But
you,
yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna tell you who does.
yeah. But no, I ordered it, and there was actually something else I saw on there. I ordered for myself too. So
What did you
yeah,
get? What did you get?
they had a technology 50 pence silver coin proof, but it's 50 pence, not a full pound.
Okay.
Monetary value.
Sure.
I forget how many grams of it's. It's not a full ounce. It's probably like I want roughly a half ounce of silver, but it's named after a scientist, British scientist that did something to do with encryption and decoding during World War II. I think.
You know what? That sounds awfully familiar. Like I saw that last
Yeah,
night.
and
Or
on
the
the
night I sent it to you, and you're like, dude, you owe me your paycheck, pal. That one. I think I saw that night.
Yeah,
Now somebody also brought to my attention, I may have set my account up for bullion, is why I can't order. So I need to go back in and do some looking tomorrow because
which
the Royal Mint.
Royal Mint. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we can buy bullion. Yeah, if you
Yeah,
want
but
to
it's
buy a
like
tube
I
of
think when I started my account, I set it up wrong.
okay.
So
Well,
we'll
you
see.
want to what? It's fine. It's taken
I
care
know.
of,
All right, bro.
I got to
You're
pick up something for myself, so
right.
it's all good. But here's the thing: I was just snooping around over the weekend, and at the Perth Mint, Australia, not New Zealand, but Australia, you can also become a authorized purchaser of bullion, i.e., the kangaroos and the kookaburras from the Perth Mint. There's a couple steps they want you to do. You got to send them your driver license, and fill out a form and all that jazz. But then, once they, I guess, give your blessings, you can go and buy tubes of kangaroos and or kookaburras from the Perth Mint.
Do you know I got my first kookaburra a couple weeks ago, and I started looking into them, and it's like they change the reverse every year.
Yep.
That's their version of the ASE. And I'm looking at them, I'm going, I need these in my life because they're beautiful, dude.
You know how far back the kookaburras go?
I early 90s, I think.
Yeah.
Our ASEs go back to 86. So, President Reagan started that, and then everybody else started following suit, So it's one of those. I hope I didn't create myself another wormhole I'm going to be going down. So,
if you're going to collect those, I got my Australian. It's kind of like the red book, but for Australian coins, and it's called the green book.
Here's the thing. I did some research on some of the old ones. It's almost like going after Carson City. Some of those bad boys are rare,
especially with the privy marks.
But then you get deep when you go after the proofs. Good luck, buddy.
So that's kind of one of the things I was thinking about. It's like, okay, do I really want to keep backdating the kooks that I do have or not? I was like, I kind of started, so I'm just going to keep doing it, but it's not going to be like a priority on my list. If I go to a show or something and I see a kookaburra, that I don't have, okay, I'll probably pick it up then, but I'm not going to go out on eBay and the online dealers and go, okay, do they have the 2001 with the Eagle Privy on it or not? No, I'm not going to.
Gen X said he sold all his. I don't know if you felt the same way, but I got my first. What's the ones from England? Britannia's,
yeah.
And I got one of those, and to me, it didn't grab me like when those kookaburras. I was like, ooh, these are beautiful because they change them. Like, how long did it take for the U.S. Mint to change ours? The ASE. It's like, I wish. But
It is what it is. But so yeah, I'm still going through my stuff and still having a hard talk to myself, going, okay, do you what are you what are you buying, for purposes of collecting, there are some series I'm probably not I'm gonna stop, and then just focus on buying my gold, stacking my gold, along with Mr. X. Trust me, folks. Okay, if you want to start getting into stacking gold, become buddy with Mr. Gen X. Okay.
No, I honestly say become buddy with the two of you. You guys are on.
Well, well, the thing is, him and I, we okay. Everybody knows the three of us, you, Gunny, myself, and Gen X.
Yep.
We pretty much talk to each other during the week.
Absolutely.
And Gen X and I practically talk, or at least text just about every day. And sure enough, the morning text, good morning, what spot? That's how we start our conversation. It's good morning.
What's funny?
What's gold spot at?
You know what's funny? That you say that. Gen X was, we were at the coin show, and he looked on his phone, and gold shot up this weekend, $30, $40. And he was like, something's going on.
Yep.
We never figured it out, but that stuff, that spot prices were growing quick on Friday. They really were. Now, by the way, Gen X said he got rid of his kookaburras. He said, I sold all mine. 2. I had 2. That's what he said. So,
whatever.
What a guy. But, Belay, I'm going to have to be the one to do this, man.
No, it's so much. It's an hour. Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah.
I wish Gen X could have been up here more, but if you don't mind, I'm going to have to plug my channel. The Coin Tribe on Thursday at 8 Eastern Standard Time. Please join us, guys. There's so much we want to tell you guys about the fun show. We barely scratched the surface last night. I promised Nick, because she might go back and watch this, I'm going to get plenty of sleep. I'm going to go, I don't think I'm going to be doing much streaming because there's a lot of stuff going on in the world that I work in. It's going to keep me plenty busy for a long time. And that's okay. It means you're employed. But once again, Don, Gen X, thank you guys for having me up here. And remember, like I tell you guys, if you ain't having fun, you're doing something wrong. See y'all on Thursday. Have a great one, Don. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, Gunny. Appreciate you being on here. And of course, Mr. Gen X, network connections and all that jazz. So sounds like everybody had a good time at the coin show, and thankful that everybody was able to meet and greet and get to know each other, face to face. Kind of, Mr. X was sharing with me. For him, it was kind of, funny. He'd walk in and people would recognize him. Hey, Gen X, and he's like, who are you? And then they would say, hey, I'm, silver stacking, maniac or something like that. He was like, oh, hey, how you doing? Thanks for sharing, So, because you see our faces, but to see you guys is, was, that's the, kind of the moment. And, but Gen X was saying after that, everybody, it's like, everybody's an old friend, kind of thing. So I'll be there next year. I will do whatever it takes to make sure I'm there. So thank you, Gunny, for coming on. Thank you to Andy and Paulie Buck and Nick. And I don't know who, and I think it's all my mods on here. And yes, I post the link to the Coin Tribe. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell for the 2023 fun show wrap up with the tribe. I'm sure King will be on, and Miss V Rose, and they can, really spill their guts on how the show went. So thanks for joining me on here. Appreciate it. And you know what to do with thermodynamics, right? Transform your energy into a force for good. Good night, folks.